And that's really all you have to know until you reach age 40. Now, at age 40, everything changes. You say, what are you talking about? What changes at 40? Well, nature has a plan for you, in case you haven't noticed. And the plan is this, that if you live to be age 12, and during infancy and early childhood you don't develop a brain tumor or leukemia or cystic fibrosis or some terrible childhood disorder, that if you get to be age 12, nature gives you a chance to go the distance and have some fun in life. So at around age 12 or 13, you get this surge of different hormones, testosterone, estrogen, growth hormone, and you grow an adult body. And with your adult body come adult sex organs. And you go, wow, look at this. They weren't here before. Not like this, anyway. And you get this driving libido, an urge to have sex with somebody. It's not nice to talk about it, but it's there. So the reality is that we then spend a lot of time looking for someone to have sex with, a mate. And, it becomes an overwhelming urge. And what happens is often you meet someone and you connect and they become your mate and you start having sex with them on a regular basis. And children start to appear. And so you have those children and you start to raise those kids and they get older and you get older. They get older, you get older. They get older, you get older. Usually in a linear fashion like that. And around age 40 or 45, nature looks at you and goes, oh, very good. You followed nature's plan right to the letter. This is what you're supposed to. You had that biological urge. You just couldn't ignore it, could you? No. And so you procreated the species. And so now as your children are getting to a point where they're soon going to be self-sufficient, nature says, good job, you did a great thing here, congratulations, but now I have no more need for you on the planet. You've served your purpose of procreation. Now nature has to figure out a way to get rid of you. You're taking up space, you're eating up all the food, you're creating waste. You're in the way of nature's plan. People say, no, that Dr. Meschino, that can't, my body would never work against me like that. Don't you know I'm so spiritually evolved and so close to the universal principles and God and spirit. Nature doesn't care if you have a PhD, you're running a big business, if you're spiritually, it doesn't matter. Biologically, in nature, at the age of 40 or 45, certain changes are going to occur to your enzyme systems, to your hormonal systems, that are going to lead to decline, decay, degeneration, and then death is on its way. That's nature's plan. Now, when you meet a dietitian or a medical doctor, and not all of them will say this, but many will say, you can get all the food, all the nutrients you need from food alone. You don't need supplements. This is the plan they're talking about. You live, you go through childhood, you develop, you mature, you have sex, you raise your kids, you go decline, decay, degeneration, and death. You can get, if you just want to eat food, that plan works. Do you like that plan? I don't like it. I've spent the last 25 years saying there's got to be a way to force, just at a time in my life when I'm starting to figure out who I am and what I want to do. I'm not interested in decline, decay, degeneration, and death. Thank you. Someone else, if they want that plan, they can have it. I'm looking for a way to forestall the age-related change. Anybody else in this room? Yeah. The reality is we now understand the science of aging. We understand the little triggers in the body's biological clock that can slow down the age-related changes and reverse them to a certain degree so you can have not only longevity, but a better quality of life along the way and a reduction of risk of disease occurrence. So after the age of 40, you have to counter some of these time bombs that are built into your DNA aging clock.